Alright, so what's going on is that there has been a lot of, how would I say, manipulation in the job market and with the human genome. Yeah, thorough manipulation everywhere. And humanity is to be at the short end of the stick, apparently, what they call it. You know, they get the blunt of everything, of the problems. And the not humans, they can have, or if they smart enough and they apply themselves good enough, they can get education and Hollywood jobs, or like visual arts and whatnot. They can get all kinds of jobs that humans could not get because their energies and soul matter. They can be spotted. There are ways for these HR departments, unemployment agencies, to spot them, and ain't just unemployment agencies. They get spotted when they are children. Also, they probably got like a certain type of different identification card, state license or whatever. Anyways, doesn't matter. They get a completely different uh, license or and social security card, distinguished. I didn't compare mine, obviously, to anyone, and I wouldn't mind being able to do that. But they usually keep their ID to themselves. Wonder why? Because it's personal, right? I bet. But yeah, it's now green card. I'll be like, in a DC universe, I'd be like, where is Superman's green card or green papers? Clearly, I expect that. Why wouldn't I? Oh, no. Obviously, because I'm not human. Because I'm human and I am understanding, though, that non-humans have different genetics. So, as a human, I care about my humanity. But apparently I'm not supposed to. This guy can make anywhere from 50K plus to six figure 100,000 or more a year. Yeah. But me, I make 25 or around one time, and I worked really hard. And what do you know? At the end of the year, I was struggling to pay rent and utilities, and that was semi-cold winter, I would say. Wasn't my coldest, not for sure. Someone like me should not have had bronchitis, or ammonia, what's it called? Well, regardless, though, like a couple years before then, I forgot when it was. Could have been 2016. I forgot. Regardless, though, here I am, and I just seen a lot of problems throughout the job market. It doesn't matter, HR, it's everyone. They're all not human. I'll be wondering if I did or was around a fellow human. I'll be wondering that, obviously. But from what I have understood that clearly I've been around, if not all, non-humans in the job market. No matter how good I work, I got thrown around. Alright, getting too far in the video, let me make this quick. Let me let you all heal him.
Or anything like that. These are just people who specifically want to work in recruiting and HR so they can determine the fate of other people and other individuals. In their attempt to craft the world in the corporate world in their vision, there's an element of narcissism and bullying in everything that we see from the woke left. And that's why
I ain't going to deny that there is affirmative action, because I know that there is affirmative action. Always. Like, you female, you get hired. You, scrawny black guy, you get hired. It's how it is, right? It's justice to the weak, or they get, rewards. But the strong, they get thrown around. But it's also problematic when I'm human.
The HR department is perfect for them. And like I told you guys, this stuff's personal for me. For those of you guys who've been following my channel for a long time.
Oh, it's personal for him, huh? He would never actually talk about fallen angels or demonics here. He would never talk about that type of stuff. He won't talk about CERN. He won't throw around any information that would, how would I say, be alienating his audience. He has a certain type of mindset. Hey, look at that, liberal high mind. But anyways, he wants to have an audience, and that's what he did. It's not that it would disbenefit him. It won't be that way. It would be that fact though that he is literally here as an occupying force against humanity.
Then you know that I used to work in, I guess you could call it the tech sector. I worked in a big studio as a 3D artist in visual effects. I worked on big Hollywood movies, and
There you go. There you go. That's all you need to know right there. Privilege to them and not us humans. See, us humans are literally slaves and cattle. No, slaves and cattle. But guess what? That's going to blow up in your faces here soon. Because you cannot deny humanity leadership. You cannot deny me leadership. Actually, technically, I mean, not technically. I mean, I got to make sure it known. Be technical about it. That's what I meant to say. I got to be technical about it. Very technical. Specific even. I'm not a slave anymore. I'm not going to play slave in a job market ever again. I have too many flashbacks. It's wrong. I will never be treated like that again. Never will. It ain't my fault though that you keep me poor. You keeping me in poverty and one step closer to the streets. That's you all problem in Judgment Day. When Judgment Day comes, you won't stop it. You'll be targeted. Already a big giant target. Holy shit. Jeez. Once you destroy humanity genetics to a certain level, it's all over. You ain't going to be able to keep control over it. You already made a mockery of this whole situation.
And I've known about this exact phenomenon for a long time. What she said there specifically is accurate. When she was talking about how it's a very small world and recruiters and HR all know each other, that is 100% accurate. In the corporate world, all of these recruiters and HR people, not only do they bounce around and go from studio or corporate office to corporate office, but they all talk to each other. And one thing someone told me very early on, when I was applying for different jobs, looking at what opportunities I had.
Alright, so yeah, clearly though that he has his own experiences. I have my own experiences. But why is it still on a whole different level? Huh? Why is it still on a whole different level? See, I know how this whole thing is. I know how unprofessional it is. Against humanity, actually. It's professional to be against humanity, but to me it's unprofessional and unfair. What going on a surface layer. But when I look behind that surface layer or around it or whatever you want to call it, when I look further into it, it's like a Men in Black movie or something like that, and they managing everything in the background. Think about that. Think about that. Yeah. They managing everything in the background. I think it called the Adjustment Bureau. I can't remember. It's a movie. That one guy played that Jason Bourne was in that movie, and basically it was Men in Black managing his whole life, and when he wanted to break free from that life, see how did that guy in that movie broke free from his life to become a president or whatever? Why did he do that? How did he do that? Because he had money and resources. But if they took that away, it would be problematic for him. Yeah, if he was to be out on the streets for like anywhere from 6 months to a year, yeah, he would be like, forget that female he was with all of a sudden, and he'd be a president in a heartbeat. He would love his, luxury life for what it is. However, I'm not going to get too much into it, but that was on surface layer, clearly. Like, the torturing is, like, it's absurd how much torture can go into this plant. Like, I have been looking into the past quite a bit, and there seemed to be a lot of torture back then with the whole fallen angels type of thing. Now, I don't care what you call it, how you want it to be known. I'm telling you, though, that was some abnormal stuff. That was not even alien-like. That was clearly, like, how would I say, energy wavelength trying to meld itself in some type of Akira type of movie type of way, and created some type of giant abomination. Weird. I don't even understand how that could work out, but apparently there's evidence of giants petrified all over the place. Look, I don't want to make this too long of a video. I got another video I want to throw out there soon. Celebrate my 700 videos on my channel, webbing in you all faces in a way. I gotta feel good about something. Oh man, that felt deeper than it should have been. I should have been acting. Why was it feeling? Oh man, yeah, that's gonna be a future problem I'm gonna have to talk about too. Yeah. It ain't victimhood. It's actually being victim. Like, it's actually being the victim. But whatever. Hopefully, things get better before they get worse, and I have to make video content like that. Like how I'm saying how will he be bad? Like emotionally, psychologically, mentally. I'm going to say stuff like that anyways. But yeah, I see a couple of paths possible for my channel content, and I would like to keep it in a positive more than the negative. Understand? But guess what? You all are still invading and being like some egotistical narcissists. Like, what the hell? You are literally playing your role as an occupying force against humanity. Keep it going, liberal, high mind, and others. So obvious. You have rights over us humans? You don't even know what you are. Or if you do, holy shit, you're still going to do what you do. Act like you have rights and stuff. Like I said, everything being managed in the background.